Hello all, welcome back to another video and welcome to Sammy G's World of Cinema. First off, happy 1st of December. Wow guys, I can't believe it. We are into the final month of 2025. That is just insane. That is mind-blowing. This year, the time is just swept by. Honestly, guys, my mind is just blown of how quickly this year's gone. But it's been a great year all the same as well. Been a really good year, and it should be a great final month of the year. I mean, obviously Christmas is on the way, so as you can imagine, guys, I'm going to be watching mostly Christmas movies as of today. Yeah, I'm really excited to go back to a lot of Christmas movies soon because I do love Christmas movies and Christmas, of course. And obviously, there's a few key new releases I do want to check out before the year ends in prep for my end of year favourite films of 2025 video. And I'll probably will do, anyways, guys, I've got a fair few videos still on the way, before the year ends, and then obviously into the new year, I'll be continuing on with my channel as well. So guys, I've gonna be doing part 2 of my mega DVD haul video from November. I think I'm gonna split this into 3 parts as well, just to kind of give it room to breathe, and just, it gives me a good chance to maybe spend a bit more time talking about a title or two. So and there's some interesting titles here to talk about here today on the channel. But guys, I had a great weekend. I saw Cast on Friday night, who were excellent at the NX. That was a great last gig of the year, and I've got a really great lineup of gigs booked for next year already. I really am looking forward to seeing the bands and artists that I've got lined up for next year. But I've had a great year for gigs this year as well. I think my favourite gig of this year has got to be Pulp at the Glasgow Hydro. I think I'll kind of highlight a bit more of this when it comes to doing I think I might do an end of year overview video, so I'll talk a bit more about that. But Cast were great, and had a great time with my dad in Sunderland. And then yesterday I was working, as I was on Friday. I was working as well, and I'm really enjoying the new job as well, guys. I thought I'd keep you posted about that. It's been going really well, this new job, and just met some wonderful people, through this new chapter of mine, starting this new job. So guys, grab yourself a cuppa, grab yourself a hot chocolate, and the weather is absolutely vile out there today. So I've got the day off work today, so I'm going to be stopping it and checking out a couple of movies. Continue on with, I think, season 5 of Stranger Things. First episode was pretty good, actually. And so let's see what has made inroads into the Sammy G DVD collection. Come on, bring on the show. Let's go. Bring it on, hey. Happy with the stack of titles that I've picked up recently. There's a bit of a blend of DVDs from I think a few charity shops, and some online purchases from eBay as well. I think the next few are all eBay purchases. Well, this one I bought off CX's website. Now, interestingly enough, guys, so as you probably know, guys, I absolutely love my indie dramas, my indie movies. They are probably my favourite kind of movies, guys, and some of which are just comfort movies to me. Now, funny enough, because I absolutely love the film Submarine, which is starring Craig Roberts, and I was just looking through like his filmography, if there's any couple of like these kind of indie flicks that I haven't stumbled upon. Now, this was on like streaming to kind of rent for about like I think £3 to £4, and it's quite a rare title on DVD, to be fair, so I just thought it went for about the same price as what I would have paid for streaming. I just thought I'd pick up the DVD. In total it came to about, I think it was about £4.49 or something, and that is Benny and Jolene. So admittedly, guys, I've not heard the greatest things about this film, but as I say, guys, I only spent under £5 for this, so I didn't pay an arm and a leg for it, to be honest. But yeah, I'm looking forward to giving this one a watch. The premise does seem interesting as well. I think about a couple and they're like in a band, I think, or like in a duet, I think. So yeah, this could be quite interesting. And just to kind of go and make my own mind up, guys, and see what I make to it. But I'm hoping I will get some enjoyment out of it. It is, I think, a directorial debut from the director Jamie Adams, who I'm not too familiar with. But yeah, this looks like a music-based movie as well. And I'm a sucker for these music-based movies, as you know, guys. So, yeah. That is Benny and Jolene, starring Craig Roberts and Charlotte Ritchie. Now, this film, I've seen the once, and it was years ago, guys, so I do remember really liking it. Now, yeah, these were, the next few are actually eBay purchases, and as I say, guys, probably one day, no doubt in my mind, I will come across these in a charity shop, but they are titles I don't see all about too often, and I just wanted them in my collection. And I think this was only the next 4 titles, I think, came to about, well, these 3 were in a bundle with a Blu-ray. I think in total came to about, I think it was just under £11, which I was, again, more than happy to pay that for a bundle of these 3 DVDs and the Blu-ray, which I will show in my upcoming Blu-ray video. But this film, I do remember being pretty good, actually, and about someone with autism. So this is definitely a film that I definitely could connect with myself being autistic as well. So, and I do remember this film being pretty good, and that's a film called Adam, and this is starring Hugh Dancy and Rose Byrne, fantastic actress, and Hugh Dancy does a pretty good job as well in this. But yeah, really enjoyed this one, guys, and yeah, I think if there's a film I'm going to compare it to, it was a film that I watched early in the year, which I quite enjoyed, called Mozart and the Whale, with Josh Hartnett was in that one as well. But yeah, this I do remember being quite a sweet little like rom-com. This one, like romantic drama, indie drama. So and it's a brand new copy as well. So I was quite happy with that one. That's the film Adam. So actually, I'll show that one. So yeah, this was the other one in that DVD bundle, I think from Magpie Music, I think. Was it Magpie Music or World of Books, I think. And this film I absolutely love, guys. And if this ever gets a Blu-ray release down the line in the UK, which it absolutely deserves it, I would honestly get this on Blu-ray in a heartbeat. And it is just a fantastic drama, this one, with such an original concept that came out at the perfect time, similar to like the Truman Show as well, which I think this and the Truman Show could potentially make a good double bill in my opinion, and that is Pleasantville. I actually wanted to get this edition with this artwork, to be honest. I do actually personally prefer this cover with Tommy Maguire on there, and then yeah, you've got Reese Witherspoon, John Allen, Jeff Daniels, William H. Macy, so you've got a really good cast to this one, to be fair. And yeah, just such a really cool, like, original concept to this one. And this is directed by Gary Ross as well, so a great kind of, and actually could make a great, like, double bill with something like Back to the Future as well, like a great kind of comparison piece between, like, the present day in the movie and this sitcom as well. So yeah, really, really good stuff. So that's the film Pleasantville, and I haven't seen that for so long, guys, so I'm really overdue a rewatch of that one. I think we might have even watched that at school, to be fair, and it's just fantastic. Now, guys, this film I actually bought on the strength of Ollie's recommendation, and again, guys, me and Ollie, we absolutely love these, like, indie dramas, these, like, you know, like comedy dramas, coming of age dramas. So yeah, this just really hit the bill for me, and this is starring Ben Stiller, Patricia Arquette. You've got George Segal in there, Lily Tomlin, Mary Tyler Moore, Alan Alda. Yeah, just a really good cast of this one, and this is directed by David O. Russell, who I believe directed Silver Linings Playbook, and that is the film Flirting with Disaster. So yeah, there is a little bit of cover damage on there, so that has flirted with disaster, unfortunately. But yeah, nonetheless, guys, it is just the movie that matters, and it was great to like get this when I did. Yeah, so guys, just a little bit of a backstory with that. So I came back from Sunderland just for the day, like on Saturday, and there was this parcel with the DVDs I've just shown, in this, including this one, and it was like left by my back door in like the pissing rain. So I'm gonna say that yeah, it was kind of like left just in the pissing rain, like like just by the back door and that. And unfortunately, guys, the water did go through the plastic. So the postie, probably a nice person is this postie, but wow, I'm sorry, but why couldn't he just, like, I don't know, why couldn't they just kept it sort of like in one of the blue or the green bin, sheltered from the rain, or possibly maybe a next door neighbour could have looked after it whilst I was out. I don't know, but yeah, like, come on, Posty, Hoey, that wasn't a great move by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, like, don't get us wrong, guys, this Posty is probably a nice person and that, but yeah, that wasn't the best decision there, mate. I'm sorry, but anyways, all of that aside, no going back. I'm still going to keep this in the collection nonetheless, guys. If I do see one that's in a little bit better condition, I will pick that one up instead. But yeah, that's the film Flirting with Disaster, and still great to have in the collection despite that little cover damage there. Right, guys, thankfully this one hasn't suffered any water damage, but yeah, this one, now again, guys, I have to give props to Ollie for putting me onto this movie. I didn't hear anything about this film till Ollie spoken about it, and that is the film Are You Here? Well, I'm here, so there we go. So yeah, anyways, this was a brand new copy, and this was only about, I think, just about £2.50, £1.50, brand new and sealed, I want to say. So not too bad. And this is, yeah, like a sort of, I think meant to be like a kind of a bittersweet, like comedy drama, this one. And yeah, this is Owen Wilson, Zach Galifianakis, and Amy Poehler. So yeah, and Ollie did say this one is quite good as well, to be fair. So that's the film Are You Here? Right, guys, this film, admittedly, I didn't know this had a physical release, to be honest. Now, kind of similar, so I watched this on Netflix I think it was about 5-6 years ago, and there's a film called The Fundamentals of Caring with Paul Rudd, and Craig Roberts is in that one. That is a pretty good film, but sadly, I don't think that has had a physical release, which is a bit unfortunate because I would have liked to have got that for the collection. But yeah, I was thinking for the longest time, guys, that this one didn't had a Blu-ray release, and I never knew this had a DVD release. But again, guys, another one for my indie drama collection and stuff, and it is a film, yeah, I do remember having a good time with. Yeah, and I know this film does get a lot of applause and that. I remember when this film came out and it was just getting so much good word of mouth, and that is a brand new copy of, and I think this was only about £4 as well. That's the film The Edge of 17. I think this one actually would be good to watch at like the wintry time of year as well, because from what I remember, this film did take place around like the Christmas season. But yeah, I do remember really liking this one. I think this would actually make a good double bill with Lady Bird as well. They're kind of similar vibes, their movies. But yeah, I do remember Woody Harrelson playing a good supporting role in this one as well. Kyra Sedgwick, and then you've got Haley Richardson. This is directed by Kelly Freeman Craig. But yeah, and in this, it's a film in this nice slipcover as well. And what else was I going to say, guys? I haven't seen the first 16 films of this, but I can say the 17th installment is a pretty good film, this one. So yeah, that is The Edge of 17. And yeah, again, brand new and sealed. I think I got this for about £4 off eBay as well. So really happy with that one. And I think we'll continue on with the indie dramas and stuff. And these ones I did get off eBay as well. And again, a film Ollie talked about recently, and I'm really keeping the faith that this film will be pretty good. I'm definitely keeping the faith there, and yeah, that's the film, Keeping the Faith. So yeah, this film again I never heard of until fairly recently. But again, I think this one came out, I think it was mid-90s, and this is, yeah, actually, I never knew this, directed by Edward Norton, who also stars in this. You've got Ben Stiller, Elmer Bernstein, who does the music, Eli Wallace, and Bancroft. So you've got Jenna Elfman, you've got a fantastic cast to this one as well. But yeah, I think I got this for a couple of quid off eBay with postage, which is still good. So yeah, that's the film Keeping the Faith, and I think I might make a double bill of this with the film Flirting with Disaster. And you've got a little booklet with this one, little booklet leaflet. It's like a similar packaging to Criterion, this. So yeah, that's the film Keeping the Faith. Now, this film, I went to the cinema to see this one when it came out in 2010. I've seen it a fair few times, and I love this film, guys. I think this film is quite underrated. I talked about this one in I think it was my 10 underrated films video, and it's got Clive Owen. You've got a young George Mackay in there. First or early role for him. And yeah, a film I've seen a few times, but I haven't seen it for a long time. And it's set in Australia. Quite a sort of a subtle, bleak, bittersweet drama. But yeah, I think it's like a film of two halves, to be fair. But it is really good, guys. Like a great, like, kind of family-driven drama off eBay as well, because it is one I don't see too often when I'm out and about, like going to like charity shops and stuff. And that's a film called The Boys Are Back, which I believe, to my knowledge, has only had as far as a DVD release and not a Blu-ray release, but this DVD release is, yeah, good enough for me. And it is really good, like, family drama based off a true story as well, about this sports journalist played by Clive Owen. And it's like a film about bereavement, and he's looking after his son. His stepson travels from London and spends time with them. And yeah, it's a really good film, guys. I love this. I've seen it a few times as well, but I haven't seen it for probably about getting on 10 years. So it is long overdue a rewatch, that one for me. That is the film The Boys Are Back. And this one I picked up in Blythe in the British Heart Foundation the other week. Now, I think I've got a feeling Andy, Forgotten World of Movies, might have spoken about this film before. And maybe Ollie, I can't remember, but I did, I remember hearing about it. But again, guys, just never stumbled upon this film until I think Andy or Ollie spoken about it, like, in a previous video. And that is the film Rounders with Matt Damon and Edward Norton, who is making an appearance in this again. So this is also directed by John Dahl, and this looks like a film that's kind of set in like a casino. It does look like it's got like kind of a serious sort of like side story to this film as well. I haven't played a game of Rounders for a while, so this will probably make up for it, watching the film Rounders. And sellotape on there. You've also got John Turturro, and then there's John Malkovich as well. So yeah, got a good cast, this one. Bollocks, this sellotape. You know how there's that song, sail away, sail away, sail away. Sellotape, sellotape, sellotape. So that one, Rounders. A film you might be quite surprised, guys, that I've actually have never seen. And yeah, quite a shock. But there's actually a few of John Hughes films I haven't actually seen before. But yeah, I know this has had an Arrow release. Now, actually, guys, we're moving on to the titles that I bought when I was in South Shields last week with my dad. Me and my dad, we had a great day out in South Shields. We went to a few charity shops. I went to the Steamboat pub as well, which is a fantastic pub, by the way, guys. I would love to visit there again whenever I'm next in South Shields. And then yeah, the charity shops, and then we went to a great cafe as well. But yeah, it was really good to kind of go to a few charity shops and see what DVDs I spotted, and this being one of them, and that is 16 Candles. Again, not seen the first 15 films, but yeah, hoping this one is good. 16 Candles. I mean, when I turned 16, I don't remember having as many candles as that. I can't remember how big the cake was again. Lol. But yeah, that is it might be more candles or less candles, depending on the size of the cake, I guess. But yeah, that's the film, 16 candles. And yeah, I got this for, I think it was about 20 pence at the Far Place charity shop. So yeah, there's that one, 16 candles. One of the few Coen Brothers films I've not seen, guys, but I have heard pretty good things about this film, to be fair. And this is let's see, gosh, where's the cast on this one? Get this sticker off there. And this is yeah, Billy Bob Thornton, Francis McDormand, James Gandolfini, Richard Jenkins, Scarlett Johansson. Yeah, you've got a really good cast this one, to be fair. And that is the film The Man Who Wasn't There. So could be the Invisible Man, for all we know. So yeah, there's that one, The Man Who Wasn't There. And yeah, there's actually a fair few of the Coen Brothers films that I haven't actually seen, in this being one of them, to be fair. And yeah, I think I got this, yeah, I think this was from the Far Place charity shop in South Shields as well, for about 20 pence. So couldn't fault that, really. That's The Man Who Wasn't There. Oh my God, guys, I am gonna have to brace myself when watching this film. Now, I originally was going to see this at Tyneside Cinema, I think at the end of July or the start of August. I can't lie, guys, I was not in the mood or the frame of mind to check this film out at the time. It's one I'm curious to check out, but I am going to have to brace myself when watching it. I think there is a US Criterion edition of this, to my knowledge. I got this for £1 from Veterans at his charity shop. And yeah, as I say, guys, I'm going to have to have the right stomach when watching this film, because I've heard it is quite a really upsetting film and quite an immense film as well. And that is the film Come and See. So yeah, it takes place in the wartime, and I've read about the premise, and yeah, it looks like it's going to be a tough watch, but I've heard this film is meant to be amazing as well. I've seen loads of 5-star ratings on like Letterboxd and stuff, and it's got like really good like word of mouth, this film, like set in the Second World War. But yeah, this film, I am gonna have to embrace myself when watching this one. So I can assure you guys, I will not be watching this film on like Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. No way, Jose, absolutely not. So and this is one I don't see too often when I'm out and about. So yeah, it was good to find this one in the charity shop. When I did, I think that case has come off there a little bit. So double disc there. So yeah, that's the film Come and See, which, yeah, one thing's for sure, I will not be watching that on the run up to Christmas. It probably will be in the new year when I'll be watching this one now, because as I said, this is probably one of the last films I want to check out when I'm kind of wanting to feel festive and stuff. So that's the film Come and See. This year, I think I got this one. I think this might have been at Veterans at Ease or the Far Place charity shop in South Shields as well. And that is the film Cry Baby with Johnny Depp. This is from John Waters. Now, John Waters, I'm sure he loves plenty of H2O. There we go. But I'm going to be honest, guys, John Waters, I watched one of his films, I think a couple of years ago, and I just didn't get on with it. I think it was that, I really didn't like it. It was the film, I think, called Female Trouble, which I personally wasn't a fan of. He did a film called Multiple maniacs, is it? Or multiple manics, which I've got no interest in watching because I think it's quite similar to that film. But this looks like it's one of his more accessible films, and yeah, this is starring Johnny Depp and that, and also Iggy Pop is in there, Ricky Lake, Tracy Lords, Holly Bergen, so yeah, and Susan Terrell. So you've got, yeah, pretty decent cast to this one, and this looks like it's about Johnny Depp, who plays like a rock and roll artist and that. So yeah, that is the film Crybaby. Now, my friend Cy Robson, I think he recommended me this film, and I do remember hearing like pretty good things about this one. Meant to be like a bit of an underrated like horror film. Yeah, I think I got this one. Yeah, this was like from Veterans at Ease as well, and this is the film The Relic. So yeah, I think this one has been on the TV a few times, but I've not seen this one. This is Penelope Ann Miller. There's Tom Sizemore, Linda Hunt, James Whitmore. This is by Peter Hyams as well. So yeah, this could be quite a good one. This is I think this is like an underrated sort of like sci-fi horror film. So there's that one. The Relic, which I can't remember if this... Now, Peter Hyams also did a film that I'm quite curious to check out called, I think it's Outland, with Sean Connery. Also directed... I still need to see it as well. 2010, the year we make contact. So yeah, there's that one, The Relic. Few more to go now, guys, and I think this is the last one. I think from the Far Place charity shop in South Shields when I went there last week. And now this is a film I don't think I've seen all the way through. I might have watched part of it, and I don't think I ever went back to this film for some bizarre reason, because this film looks like it's going to be right up my street when I do check it out in its entirety, and that is the film Empire Records. Again, another one of these like these indie dramas and stuff that I'm just a sucker for. And I do remember the soundtrack being good. This is directed by Alan Moyley. Yeah, this is starring Liv Tyler, Renée Zellweger. There's that one. Empire Records. And of course, going by the title, I do remember this taking place in like a record store, and it's just got a really great like kind of 90s sort of fashion groove to it as well. So yeah, there's that one, Empire Records, which I think I spent about 20 pence for. So guys, the last 4 titles are all westerns that I haven't actually seen. And yeah, guys, kind of going back to what I think I said last year or earlier in the year, I do really want to get like more and more into westerns. I had a great time last year going through like a bit of a western binge last year and checking out some westerns for the first time. And yeah, I think these have all had Blu-ray releases, but again, guys, these each cost pennies, and I thought I would just check them out first and see how I get on with them. If I don't get on with 1 or 2 of them, guys, I've only spent, 50 pence, I think, per title. I think, yeah, 50 pence per title, opposed to possibly the Blu-ray that might cost about £8-9. But I am quite optimistic though, guys. I am going to get some enjoyment out of these. And again, Carlos, Eastwood for Life fan, would be so happy that I added these to my DVD collection as well. And that is the film The Cowboys with John Wayne. So yeah, I've heard this is a fantastic, like, underrated western. Yeah, Carlos, if you're watching this, do let me know, like, what's your thoughts on these westerns as well. I would be really interested to hear your thoughts on these. But the Cowboys, which, yeah, I've been really impressed with what I've seen with John Wayne so far, and like westerns and that. So there's that one, the Cowboys, which cost about, I think this was in a bundle for £3 for £1 from the British Heart Foundation charity shop in South Shields. We've got The Professionals. This is starring Lee Marvin, Burt Lancaster, Robert Ryan, Jack Palance, and Ralph Bellamy. So, and Claudia Cardinale. So you've got a great cast here, and directed by Richard Brooks as well. So yeah, I'm really quite ecstatic to check this one out. To be fair, I've heard this is a really good like western as well. Yeah, actually guys, the first film I watched in 2025 on New Year's Day was the original Magnificent Seven. I kickstarted my 2025 movie diary with a few westerns. So you never know, this might be a similar case when we get into 2026. I might kickstart the new year with a couple of westerns, and this or the next one might be a bit of the couple of westerns to kickstart the new year. And so yeah, that is The Professionals. Couple more John Wayne westerns that I'm really looking forward to checking out. This one, I know Roy watched this one recently and he said it was really good, and that is Fort Apache, I think it is. So again, I think this one has had a Blu-ray release, but as I say guys, I've never seen the film, and I do want to try it out on DVD first for about the sum of 50 pence before thinking about spending £8-9, and I might not get on with it. So this is also starring Henry Fonda and Shirley Temple, and yeah, directed by John Ford. So I'm going to end up really enjoying this one, to be honest. So there's that one, Fort Apache. And the last one, which I don't think has had a UK Blu-ray release to my knowledge. I think it had a US Criterion, and I do remember Roy and Warren at Goose's Movies. They spoke really highly of this movie last year, and yeah, I've heard such good word of mouth on this one. I think it is actually considered one of the best ever westerns you will see in your life. So going by that high praise, I have to check this movie out. And as I say, don't think this one has had a Blu-ray release over here in the UK, but I do also want to check this out before the remake, which I've got on Blu-ray as well on the, I think over there on the unwatched shelf, and that is the original Stagecoach with John Wayne, again, directed by John Ford, and yeah, John Carradine, there's Thomas Mitchell, Claire Trevor, based on the story, staged to Lordsburg by Ernest Haycox. So yeah, I've heard this is an amazing western from, I think, 1939, this one. So the same year as The Wizard of Oz and Gone with the Wind. So I'm really looking forward to getting onto this one. And yeah, I think Carlos said this is a fantastic watch viewing as well. So there's that one, the original Stagecoach there, which I might even save this one for the new year, like I did earlier in the year when I watched the Magnificent Seven. I think there was High Noon, and there was 3:10 to Yuma, and there was The Big Country. So to be fair, I kickstarted 2025 with a bit of a western marathon, and I might do the same here into 2026. So that's the original Stagecoach. And there you go, guys. That is it for part 2 of my mega DVD haul. So I'm going to do one more video part of my mega DVD haul. And then I'm probably going to, well, I might actually crack on and do part 2 of my November 2025 watches. And then I might do part 3 of my mega DVD haul, and then I actually would like to do something Christmas themed as well, guys, because I had a great time doing like a Christmas themed like videos like last year, so I might do something like that again this year. So yeah, guys, I hope everyone is doing wonderfully well, and I just want to say thanks ever so much for all of your continuous support on the channel. I really do appreciate it, and I'll be back for more content soon. Oh, also, guys, before I do forget, I will be back for the Unwatched Shelf series, episode 10, on Wednesday as well there, and really excited to see what title I'll be checking out for the first time. So yeah, guys, hope everyone has a wonderful week ahead, and I'll be back for more content shortly there. So thanks for watching, cheers for stopping by, and until next time, I'll see you for the next video. Bye bye, take care, guys, thank you so much.